All right, welcome to Spurs Vision TV. Sorry, I'm late. This is an impromptu trying to get a line up. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Right, hope all you're doing well. Today is the Bayern versus Spurs game. Hurricane brought down at the moment. Right, guys. Let's see how that goes. Sorry, I've been late. All right, and Bayern nearly had a good chance in scoring. All right, had a good chance in scoring. All right, so let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. All right. All right, guys. Sorry. Let me set everything up. Yep. Slow delay here. Hope all you're doing well today. Right. It's 12:39 a.m. here in Malaysia. Right. And the game's played on for about 7 minutes. If I'm not mistaken, 9 minutes if following your time all. Right. So let me see how things are going on here. Okay, Bayern's playing in black and Spurs are playing their home kit. Right, so this looks weird, but we're playing in Germany. And of course, to tell the truth, right, I didn't get any, you talk about links and all that, and there's an offside. That's an offside. Right, that's an offside. Here we go. Let me get some things started. Let's get some banners done. As you guys know, I'm sure most of you know how the lineups are standing. Right? It looks quite. This to me, I feel is more or less our lineup for the beginning of the season. Kudus takes on his player. Yep. Kudus crosses it in, and who was it? Richie? Was it Brandon Johnson? Couldn't get to the header. Brandon Johnson couldn't get to the header. Right. So was it Spence? Where is my okay? All right, let me adjust this. All right, put it all the way back. B dot MUN 0 Spurs 0. Big up all you guys who are joining me now. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. Right, at the moment now, it's Bayern Munich 0, Spurs 0. We've got a lot of injuries. We've been talking about it all this while. How things are going on for Spurs, right? But Bayern seems to have controlled the game. And I think most probably Bayern is about, if I'm not mistaken, their league starts next week, right? Because they usually start a bit earlier than us. So that's how I see it. But, we don't even have a Dom Solanke. And I've got to check. Let's see what our lineups are like at the moment. Right. All I know is it looks quite strong. And I've been saying this is more or less our first team playing out there. Right, let me adjust some things. Right, guys, it's nearly 1 a.m. here in Malaysia. Bayern Munich's got control of the ball. Good play by Bayern Munich. The ball is crossed in, but good defending from Bissouma. Sorry, is that Bissouma? Oh no, good defending by Kudus. Good defending from Kudus, right? Going in onto Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz, one of the new signings from Bayern Munich, from Liverpool to Bayern Munich, right? If I'm not mistaken, he was like 60 million pounds, right? 60 million pounds, right? So at the moment, Bayern's got a corner, right? Bayern's got a corner. Let's see how we defend. We've been looking quite well doing defensive work nowadays. Let's see that still is maintained, right? Somehow or other nowadays, the preseason friendlies are quite volatile, right? Big up. Oh, okay, Elias. I forgot. I'll send you one. Hold on. Vicario punches this out, and we clear it. Okay, let me do something for Elias here. Just hold on, guys. Right, bear with. All right, 1-0. And Harry Kane scores against Bayern Munich. Harry Kane scores against Bayern Munich. Harry Kane says, whoo! Get you a all right, Elias, just sent you something. Yeah. There it is. There it is. Harry Kane scores for Bayern Munich. And he refrains from celebrating. It is what it is. Elias, if you're still in the chats, right? And I'm going to change the banner straight away. Munchen has gone up. Munchen, Bayern Munchen. Bayern Munchen is 1-0 up now. Oh, guys. This is more or less how I say it shows the quality of the Champions League, right? We'll be up against teams like these, right? Bayern Munich and all that. All these teams who have got, pedigree. All these teams are seasoned Champions League playing teams, right? And while Spurs, look at that. That's a good one. Straight away. One touch by Kane, and it slots into the right-hand corner. Very good by Kane, right? He turns Romero around, puts the VDV around, and he puts the ball behind the net. All right, guys. All I can say is that, yep, you're still here. That's good, Elias. I'm sure you got it now. And penalty. Is there a penalty? No penalty. Oh gosh, it's VDV. Yeah, and there's a penalty. That means you're getting it. Yeah. Guys, we're within the first 10 minutes, right? We're one goal down and we've given away a penalty. Oh no. No, it didn't touch him. Hold on. Paulina said I didn't touch him. All right, and he died. Hold on, guys. Wait. Hold on. It's a pen. What a pain in the butt. It's a pen. Yeah, it's in a pen. He didn't even touch him. But it's a friendly, right, guys? It's okay. We are 2-0 down even before the first 10 minutes. Before the first 15 minutes or so. Who does it remind you of? Right? Yeah. This shows our quality. But let's see how it goes. If this is our first team coming out for the season. Oh, dear. Kane again. Oh, Kane! That's a good one by Kane. He gave it to us. Man, he threw it. Nah, he didn't bottle it, Elias. He gave it. Look at that. He gave it away. And he said he slipped. Yeah, that's a good excuse. Big up, Kane. Oh, yeah, he did slip. Yeah, he did slip. But guys, maybe Kane is like saying, the Sony bye-byes, the Sony bye-byes have gotten to him. Bro, I haven't seen any messages from Kane on social media, right? I've not seen. Let me know. Any guys, have you seen any social message from Kane? Right, wishing Sony all the best and all that, blah, blah, blah. No, I've done one. Let's see whether it'll be played, right, by Spurs. I know, me being Levy out, most probably they won't show my face. Yeah. And to tell the truth, what was it? During the final, like the video that they took, right, for the Malaysian Spurs side when we celebrated our win, yeah, they had my back, Yeah, my back. If I'm not mistaken, you can see my hat. This hat was there and my back, right? Oh, okay. Who tried to shoot? Richarlison. Oh my God. We got peace shooters, guys. Yes, we shoot peace. Right? But at least we're not pissing. At the moment, we look like we're pissing, guys. Still 1-0, luckily. Harry Kane skies the thing, and we are pressing well now. We get the ball back, and we look a bit stronger here. Right? And Kudos is like everywhere. Kudos looks like a good signing for us, guys. If we can get more quality like that, right, we will be, at least doing something. You guys, but we ain't even getting that level of players. Offside. But at least I feel better today. The air conditioning in my room has been fixed, right? I've been actually doing videos, right, in the heat, sweating like a sauna. Guys, we've got lights here. We're in Malaysia. The weather here is hot, unless it's raining. But it's good that I got my aircon back. I can do these shows more comfortably. If not, last time when I was doing the shows, right, it's all wet at the bottom. And of course now I'm having some, at least the ball is still going. Spurs still has possession of the ball, right? Goes all out. It doesn't matter whether the audio is still here or not. Yeah. And to tell the truth, we are wearing all white. And Brennan Johnson is playing on the right. And there's a corner. Get a corner. At least Jet Spence is doing something. Right. Yeah, I know we're talking about all these, whatever is happening now. Right. I don't know. Is it the same old Spurs again? But we still got about another 20 old days, right, to do something. If not, I guess, we're back to square one again. Same old, no changes, But let's hope Frank can do something magical or special. But at least we're pressing hard. But Bayern Munich plays out of our press, and now they're on a counter, more or less. No, but it's not on counter. Good defending. That's a good kick. But Harry Kane gets the ball. What can Kane do? We don't even have. Madison is injured with an ACL. That's a good ball to the left, and the ball comes in. Oh, that's a strong challenge. Let's see what happens. That's a strong challenge, right? Bayern gets their wingers really involved. Yeah, Elias, I know. Bayern gets their wingers really, really involved. Yeah, Is there anything going on now? No. And to tell the truth, right, Bayern lost Musiala, and they got a replacement in, what's his name? Luis Diaz? Musiala, Luis Diaz replacement. Luis Diaz replacement is Musiala. Right, guys? Let me know what you think. All right. And Elias, you want to join me? I'll send you the link, right? You don't even have to have a camera on. It's going to be 1 a.m. here in Malaysia. Most probably Elias is watching it in his bed, right? Let's hope he's not naked like TJ. Whenever it comes on the Hatch show. Naked TJ. My God, that would be a shock. No, Elias too lazy to stream, but he's willing to watch and listen to me ramble on about Tottenham Hotspur being a piece of shit. No, I don't want to say Tottenham Hotspur piece of shit, right? But we did win the Europa League, right? We are being a piece of shit, right? Not improving and moving upwards from the Europa League win. As usual, like I said, nothing has changed. Unless Daniel Levy changes, then things won't change. Right? Most probably we'll be like hanging on to the last day of the transfer window, and then there'll be panic movement. But at least we have Palhinha there. The only thing about Palhinha, I'm not sure, but he needs time to get into rhythm with the rest of his teammates. Not sure whether Eva Man is here because it's going to be 1 a.m. in Hong Kong too. Right? Eva, if you're there, give us a shout out. And Kudos gets the ball on the right. Kudos is strong on the ball. He knows what to do with the ball. He goes back to Porro to Romero. Romero goes out to, who is it now? Palhinha. Palhinha tries to pass the ball, but it doesn't work out. All right. But Spurs are pressing. They're playing the pressing game. We're always pressing, and we got the ball now. And it's Sarr and Kudus. No, Sarr. Is Sarr playing? Let me see. Is Sarr playing? I'm not even sure whether Sarr is playing. I haven't even seen the lineup. I haven't time. Just got back at dinner. in the shower thinking how to get a link, right? No, the link, right? No, cut the link, and that's why the show is late too. All right, guys. Oh dear, Bayern has to control the ball again. Yep, Sa is playing. Sa and Kudus, maybe they'll build up an understanding between each other, right? Let's hope they can do that. If not, we don't have much creativity or the intellect to actually break teams down, right? Now Bayern Munich is going to control the ball. Ball goes wide. I think it's Lidias. 14. Who's 14? Right. Yeah. He's playing at 10. Okay. He's playing at 10. Sa is playing as a 10. That means Paulinho will be the holding. That's a good one. That's past Poro, the quality. But Romero comes over the cover. Right. And Romero's roughing it up. Big up, big up, big up. Miss Donna Cullen is here. Elias, Miss Donna Cullen is here. Have a chat with her. Right. Hope you play nice, guys. Right. Mr. Ricky will be back on Sunday. Donna, Ricky will be back on Sunday. Right. But I guess Elias can't see him, right? Because Elias is in another chat. I don't know which. Elias is in my chat. I'm not sure where Donna's coming from because there are two more other channels playing at the same time. Yeah. You won't see her in the chat because most probably she's on Shell's side or Ricky via TV. Yeah, I think she'll be on Ricky via TV. Yeah. Right. To tell the truth, like Donna, Johnny is much better looking guy than Ricky. Ricky. Yeah. And Johnny's a musician too, right? He's got his own band. Check him out. Shelfside Spurs. The original owner was Shelfside Spurs. Guys. Original owner of Shelfside Spurs, the creator, the holder. Right. And guys, to tell the truth, right? I miss Will Stewart so much, Where in the hell is Will Stewart? Gosh. That's one of the OGs that that I haven't spoken to or seen in such a long time. Okay, now Vicario's got the ball, and we're going to try to play it out from the back. Or are we going? But Vicario can't do pinpoint long shots. That's the thing, right? Yeah. No, Mr. Johnny and Mr. Ricky are in the same. Mr. Johnny comes on once in a while. He's the one with the bun or the ponytail. Yeah, Ricky's bald and married and with a daughter. Yeah, and who lives in Amsterdam. Johnny plays in the band. I think he plays the guitar, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Yeah, and he's the original owner of Shelfside Spurs. Right. If you go back and look at Shelfside Spurs old videos, Donna, you'll find out who Johnny is. Yeah. Yes, Will, you're watching these streams, right? Yeah, we miss you, Will. Right. Where the hell you been all this time? Haven't seen you in nearly 2 years, bro. In 2 years. Okay, guys. The game has more or less, gone into attrition at the moment. The ball goes back and forth. And as how you say it, Spurs ain't creating much. We look a bit toothless, but Kudos makes a few good runs once in a while, but it ends up to nothing. But we seem to be pressing quite well, right? We're playing a quite high press, right? A lot of energy is going into this game, all right? A lot of energy is going into this game. Bayern Munich is going to control the ball again, and Bayern Munich is they use their wings so well, right? And the ball goes through, and and it's a shot from a Bayern Munich player, but luckily it goes straight into Vicario's arms. And that's a high foot, but there was no one around him. Yeah, high foot. Who was that? Can't even see. I don't even know most of Bayern Munich players. The ball's headed back. The ball's back all the way to Bayern Munich. Yeah. Isn't the guy? Yeah, that's another guy with bun. Yeah, that's the bun, right? Danny Kiriakou. He is the bun. You understand what I'm saying? No, he's the bun, right? But Johnny can have a bun too because he's got quite long hair. So but he usually ties it up, right? One of these days, you'll be able to see him. Yeah. Hey Donna, you are a troublemaker. Nah, to tell the truth, right? Donna is a good troll, right? I've been telling you, Elias. Donna's always been a good troll. She gives super chats. She becomes members. of the YouTube channels and all that. It's too sad that because she's linked to you, that's why you give her a bad name. Oh my god. Oh, it should be the other way around, actually, But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Right? It's true, Elias, right? Well, she's good until people don't think, yep, you are her. It's true. I know. Yeah, I understand. Yeah. Donna, I hope you're still there, right? You should understand what you're talking about. Yeah. I mean, it's all for the fun of it, right? It turned out to be all so nasty and all that. So it's not worth going through. And there's another chip coming in. Okay. At least now we look like we're defending better, right? We're having a bit more intelligence in defense, right? But Kane still had a very good takedown. And then, it's been kicked away. Now, Elias, I don't think you scared her and all that, right? She's around, right? And Spurs gets the ball back and we give it away again. I think we give it away again. But now that we've been packed back again, and now we get a goal kick. All right, guys, what do you think about the game, right? And do you think, right, this is more or less our first 11 for the starting of the season? It looks like it, right? With Udogi out, with what's it? No, what's that? Hey, big up, right? Hey, Eva, man, big up. Yeah, I even thought it was. Yeah, no, I wasn't thinking of it going on, but if I can find a way to watch it, then I will do a watch along. Me, Eva. And then I found one. It's got a weird kind of thing going on here. It's speaking to me in German, and it's got into some kind of a crackly mode, so I don't care. But at least we're getting to watch the game. I'm getting to watch the game. I'm very happy, right, Eva? Hope you're doing well, Eva. I'm not sure how ahead are you. I mean, from me, I'm 28, 23 now. 28, 23. What's your time over there, right, Eva? And I hope you had a good time in Hong Kong. And of course, the sad thing is, Eva, right? Sony has left. Everyone has said their goodbye. Everyone has said their goodbye. And what Donna says is that, right, Mr. Elias, I'm every Spur fan. I could be you, I could be me, or could be me too, Mr. Ricky, and I am the voice of every Spurs fan. That's good. Yeah. Okay, Eva's found one too. Yeah, she's at 29. Yeah, more or less I'm reaching 29 now. At least Eva, you're always faster than me, Eva. That's the thing. All right, who goes down now? Have you seen anything from Paulinia? All right, there's a cross that comes in. Who defends well here? Oh, it's VDV again. VDV got his head to it. All right. If not, most probably there's another one covering. That looks good. Proper defending. Right. At least the defense has been coached, at least for now. And Elias, where's your Eric Dyer? He's gone to Monaco. Yeah, Monaco. The Principality of Monaco. Yep. Mysterious indeed. Mysterious. Whoever's mysterious. And to tell the truth, and the ball goes, and like what Elias you said earlier is true, right? The wings, they use their wings so well. Right? Somehow or another we don't. Somehow or another, I don't know. We don't have good wingers, right? The only winger that's supposed to be a winger is actually Kudus. But you can see Kudus defending. But Jet Spence looks a different player this season. He looks, I think he's ready to actually step up. I see Jet Spence ready to step up. He's showing that energy. He's showing the intelligence, right? And he's showing the skill, right? And Bayern Munich gets the corner. Bayern Munchen gets the corner. Bayern Munchen gets the corner. And the ball's hopped in, and it's headed away, if I'm not mistaken, by Romero. Headed away by Romero now. Let me see. Oh, no, it's headed away by VDV. At least VDV is getting his head up to, Yep. Step Up reminds me of Step Up Spurs now, right? Spurs never did so I had to rebrand it. Oh, okay, yeah. We never step up, you know that, right? We nearly stepped down, right? Into the championship, but luckily that happened. And guys, to tell you, I've got a replica of the this away kit, but I haven't had that. Oh, that's a good block, and kudos is brought down. Was brought down. Yeah. When we won the Europa Cup, oh, he miskicked it, airballed it. No wonder could have scored it, and he pulled him down. That was an embarrassment. Yeah, when we won the Europa Cup, that's when I went out and bought this. Right, right. Yeah, Eva says, yep, yes, very sad time. I saw Sonny on. I'm crying with him too. I miss him very much, but we have to carry on with Spurs too. Yep, we'll follow him always. That's true. That's true. So, Eva man, so I guess you're one of the new LAFC fans too. Imagine, right? The amount of Asian fans, right, that follow Sonny and love Sonny, right? Now, most probably, keep an eye on LAFC. I have that feeling too, when I had the feeling with another player called Gareth Bale. When he moved to Real Madrid, right? I used to watch Real Madrid play, and then was so proud whenever he won. And then when he won, how many Champions League did Gareth Bale win with Real Madrid? 4 or 5? Guys, let me know how many Champions League trophies did Gareth Bale win at Real Madrid? That's why I followed him too. And then of course, he's a fantastic footballer. As for Sonny, I would like to see how he progresses in LA, and most probably the extra 20 million Korean fans that are going to be. To tell you the truth, we are 20 million Korean fans. Guys, this is not to say a dig at Korean fans or anything, right? Today is just a story. Because of my work, I encountered 2 Korean. Five Champions League for Bale. Imagine that. Bale has got 5 Champions League under his belt, right? And of course I was stuck in a traffic jam, you see. So I switched off. I had my handphone. Yeah, I had 2 handphones at the time. I put out one handphone. I was reading the ex Tottenham Hotspur news and all that. So the 2 Korean guys behind me, they're quite young. When they saw, they said, and then they said Tottenham Hotspur. Then I asked them, I asked them, you guys know Son Heung-min? Of course, they said they know Son Heung-min, right? And then they said that they don't have an actual football club that they support, but they do support Son because number one, he is the South Korean captain too, right? We have to give that to them. And then Richarlison, you're a pea shooter. Richarlison is a pea shooter. The pea shooter shooting at pigeons. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that's so weak. You ain't no Harry Kane. And we paid 53 million pounds for this pigeon. I got a new question. Yeah, who's the most expensive pigeon in the world? Richarlison, 53 million pounds. Elias, put that down in your book, right? Put it down in your book. Richarlison is the most expensive pigeon in the world. Oh, God. Most expensive pigeon in the world. 53 million pound pigeon. All right, guys, Bayern Munich is going to ball on the wings again. Their wings are doing well. See, look at that. They got so much intelligence in the wings, and the ball is over the top. It goes all the way to Porro. Porro cuts it back to a Bayern player. See, and we give the ball away again. Why do we look at that? And then we are just, Bayern Munich is just playing around with us in our penalty box, passing the ball away. Yeah. Yeah, he can't score. I know, Eva, he can't score. We've got players who can't score. We've got players that can't meet the objectives, and we're still keeping them. Why? One good thing is the defense looks better under Frank. Yep, that's true. More organized. Yep, I've been saying more organized, more composed. Right. There's one lapse of concentration that which they let Harry Kane in, and the score. That's why it's 1-0 now. That's why it's 1-0 now. This is one thing I gotta do. I'll release this. Yeah. I'll release this. Yeah. Got to release that. Then maybe. All right. Some sort of, let me get this restarted. And Vincent Company is showing us Vincent Company chewing his gum. And Spurs gets the ball back. What's going on now? Spurs got the ball with Vicario. No more zonal marking. Yeah, no more zonal marking, and everyone is on their man. Yep, that's true. Everyone's on their man. Everyone's on their man. Yep. Is there a chance from Sa? That's a good one. That's a good ball by. Goes down to Sa, but yeah, he runs it out of play. Now that's it, guys. Right, we need the quality. So this shows that level of quality, right? About the teams that we're going to play, the proper teams that we're going to play in the Champions League, and that's Bayern Munich, right? And I think Bayern Munich at the moment now hasn't even got out of second year, and we steal the ball back, right? Goes to the pigeon. Can the pigeon do something with it? He gets the ball, right? And he tries to do. He gets nothing. Nothing. We should understand, right? We got players called the pigeon, so yeah. And Elias, I'm loving what I'm seeing from Paulinho so far. To tell you the truth, yeah. And the ball is coming in from the wings again. Paulinho, yep. Paulinho is a good buy, right? I mean, not a buy, a good loan, right? Whether we're going to buy him or not, because he's 30 years old and he's got an option, right, on his clause to pick him up for 30 million euros. And I think if the time comes, if how could I say, if when the time comes, right, if he does well, who was that again? And the ball just fizzes past the post. Fizzes past the post. All right. Goretzka. Was it Goretzka? Shot from Goretzka. Where was I? I lost train of thought. Yeah. Elias, if you're watching, what was I talking before that? All right. The ball goes all the way out to Stefan Freund. No, Manuel Neuer? Paulinho or Paulinho? Paulinho or Paulinho? Yeah, Paulinho, yeah. Paulina. Linia. Paulinho. H and I and Paulinho. All right, guys, it's still 1-0. I guess this is too much of a friendly, and of course, the stream is a bit, dodgy. That's why it's called dodgy, and it's always blinking. I'm sure a lot of you guys are about going to their 42nd. Yeah. Paulinho. Yeah, Paulinho. Yeah, Paulinho, not Paulinho. Paulinho sounds like a woman's name. We are just giving the ball away in the wings again. As time goes by, I keep seeing a lot of Ange ball in our games. So that's the scary part for me. You know what I'm saying, guys? That's the scary part for me. And somehow or another, I can't. Yeah, let's see how that goes. So I can't get back into YouTube on my other on my other phone. So it is what it is. All right, guys. How's it going now? Still 1-0. The ball goes back and forth, and Kane gets the ball, shoots. Yeah. Oh, you want to see the Lukovic length? I don't know when is he going to come back. Whether he's going to play. I don't even know what's the lineups are. Let me go and check out what's the lineup since I'm having this problem with this part of the YouTube. Let me go to X. Let me go to messages on X. All right, no penalty coming in? Seriously? That bad? What's wrong with DG? Are you having some problem with DG at the moment? Let's go to X. All right, let's see. What's the game? It's about Tottenham Hotspur. Let's get to Tottenham Hotspur. All right, free kick from outside the box. So, guys, let me know. Has Harry Kane scored? Harry Kane can't score free kicks for us, but he surely can score free kicks for our teams, right? All right. Let me see who's on there. Vicario, Romanos, Spence. All right. Who's on the bench? Bench is Kinski, Austin. We still got 2 goalkeepers there. Davis, Danso, Vuskovic, Gray, Bissouma, Bergwa, Odoba, and Tel. That's not a lot of players, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Only 10 players? That's the subs. So I guess this has been cut down quite a lot, guys. No, hit the wall. All right, Eva man, hit the wall. No, and the ball is kicked out again. And Spence keeps the ball in. That's what I'm seeing now. Spence keeping the ball in. All right. Later at halftime, most probably going to refresh my page. All right. The ball goes back all the way. The ball goes back all the way. All right. Yeah, Bayern's got more subs than us. Yeah, I know. We look quite thin now, Elias, because a lot of other youngsters, right, like Scarlett, Lancashire, and all that. And the ball comes in. And oh, that was a close one, guys. Kane with a shot, if I'm not mistaken. And then it goes all the way to the back post. Let me see, have a look at that. The ball comes in, chipped over, and it gets to Kane. Kane shoots, bounce over, and misses everyone. Misses everyone. One bounce missed by Van de Ven, tried to do his famous Europa final kind of kick. But luckily, yeah, great defense from the EDV. Nah, he didn't even touch the ball, Elias. Yeah. But he did put off the guy coming in from the back, right? So, yeah, great defense. And Kudus gets the ball. Kudus looks good too, you know. He's taking on his players, he's running through, he's strong. And every time I see Kudus, he's always stuck with 2 players. And let's see what about his speed and his strength now. He's giving a lot of pressure. And ball goes back to Neuer. Yeah, Neuer does good with it. Yeah. And I was saying, all the youngsters are going on loan. That's why we don't see our bench, right? Where are the youngsters? The only youngsters is Vuskovic, Gray, and Bergval. So I guess the rest of like Dane Scarlett, Donnelly, who else is there? Right? Lancashire. All these guys are going on loan. So yeah, more is really going on loan. And guys, the truth, right? I've been watching Rangers. Oh, come on, it's a good one. Okay. All right. Diaz didn't control the ball well enough. Vicario came out to get the ball. All right. Yeah, this looks like, old Spurs. And guys, let me know if you're at halftime. If you guys is halftime, he's on side. He's on side. And you guys, if you're at halftime, I'm just going to refresh my screen, guys. All right. Okay. Frank, you're watching this. You better talk to Dan Levy and tell him what the weaknesses are and rectify this as quick as possible. Right? If not, we're going to be an embarrassment in the Champions League. But guys, don't worry. This is the new Champions League format, right? Usually we're in pot 3, so we are at the 3rd high level, right? So the only thing is that whether we can actually get into the group stages, that's the most important thing. But if I'm not mistaken, it's the first, how many? 16, right? 16, 32 teams, if I'm not mistaken. 32 teams, right? All right, Eva Man says halftime. Eva is still 1-0 at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Still 1-0, and Bayern looks a bit more composed, more on our defense. And the ball is shot across the face. That's the last thing I see. All right. Hold on, let me pause this, push this up, push this back. Let me refresh. How do I refresh this? Yeah, refresh the page. And it has to go back into the. Hold on, guys. And it will come out soon. And messages are coming in, left, right, and center. Press this. Oh, there's extra time. It's still not over yet. There's some extra time to go on, but Eva's on halftime. So Eva's about 1 minute ahead of me again. Eva, man, always ahead of me by a minute. So. This one ain't working. I think this one works. Let me see. Some of them can't use that. Let me try another one. This one, let them try this one. Right. End game is halftime. We are 1-0 down to Bayern Munchen. To me, the game looks more like Bayern Munchen has control. Right, Bayern Munchen has control. And we are still trying to catch up. It's halftime. It's halftime. Yeah, we're still trying to catch up. Guys, as a Spurs fan, we've seen this before. We know our weaknesses. We know what to do, but somehow or another, we still can't get there. We are unable to go up that next level that we know we need. So it's not the first time we've seen this. We've been through this before. So we just have to sit back and bear with it. And of course, we still have about another 24 or 23 days left before the window closes. Maybe our owners will wake up and actually do something. You know what I'm saying? Actually wake up and do something. But my Olesi nearly scores a goal. And the game comes in. Olise gives the ball over the top. I guess that it looks offside, right? All right. Yeah, there could be an offside call there. Could have been an offside call there, but it was an offside, right? So all I can say is it is what it is, right? I'm not sure that Eva Man's here at the moment. I'm just going to have some dessert, right? This it's more of a very Chinese kind of dessert, right? You're not sticking it is deep fried in called, let me show you guys, right? Swirly kind of pastry, right? Swirly kind of pastry. And yeah, I'm gonna have a munch, right? So I'll be off screen for a while. Guys. And as you can see this now, we are now Spurs summer transfer window. There's 23 days left. We do know our weaknesses, right? In my opinion, I think we need another center back just in case VDV and Romero gets injured again. Will we be left with just Danso and Vuskovic, right, and Ben Davis at the back, right? That could be another conundrum. We've lost Madison, so I hope most probably we can get someone to replace Madison, right? Not replace him, right? To stand in or whatever, but we need that creative midfielder and all that. We don't have one at the moment, or we're not going to play with one. That's another thing. But we still need someone else. We need, another proper number 10, right? And like what Elias been saying earlier, SARS playing as a 10. That's not what I want to see. But of course, with the arrival of Paulinho and all that, maybe we can push SAR a bit more up front. The boy does have a wicked shot on him. Yeah. But he's still a young man. I think SAR is about 23, 22. I think maximum 24. And with Paulinho there, maybe he can pick up some things from him. And of course, we got Archie Gray. Right. Archie Gray really needs a holding midfielder mentor, right, that has experience in the Premier League and all that to carry him through, like Paulinho, right? Sort of an example, right? And of course, now with Solly gone, right? We all miss him. We all know that we miss him, right? And I've been saying that my captain, my captain, right? My captain. So proud of him. All right. The only Asian captain to win a European trophy. All right. And now I'm seeing all the playback scenes or before the game started, all the warm-up run around tactics and all that from the Bayern Munich players. And I've got this theory that our players should train more on our own pitch in the stadium, right? To let them get a feel of the actual pitch. That's why you have a home advantage, right? Not just play it on game days, but actually go out there and have the feel of the pitch, the size of it, right? The empty stadium atmosphere, full stadium atmosphere, they would know, right? Now, I got another theory is that I think the balls are a bit too, I'm not sure about the weight, right? Maybe the material that's been used to make the balls a bit too synthetic nowadays. So different kind of feel when you hit, right? I remember my days, our balls used to be made out of leather. Real good footballs used to be made out of leather, right? Actual hide, not leather, just hide. Oh, it's raining. No, this is a different game. Oh, they're just showing all the Bayern games. Fair. And what do you think, right? This summer transfer window. What will constitute a good summer transfer window? Right? I'm sure we ain't gonna be stuck with what we have now, right? If we're stuck with what we have now, I hope the whole fan base bloody riots, right? Pitchforks out, burn the stadium down, kind of shit. You know? I tell you, it'll be bloody embarrassing. Okay. Spurs making the Champions League and not, you know, trying to up our levels and standard, maintain all the same, and hope that things turn up well. And maybe hope that Frank might, coach us into something. Luis Diaz at Bayern Munich. Think about it. Sorry, guys. Mouthful. All right. I don't know. Hey, you are. Big up. I'm back. You got issues back. Yep, I'm back too. Hmm. All right, guys, I don't have the stats or anything, but I think this game, possession-wise, I think it was 70 or 30 or even more, 75-25 possession to Bayern Munich. All right. There's a problem. Whenever you eat Chinese desserts, pastries, and all the gooey stuff, yeah, lotus paste, right, salted egg. All the things are stuck on your teeth. Yes, we need a break too. Yeah, Eva. Just when I have a lunch break. I'm not sure what break you had. Now it's time to have a, ciggy break. All right, as I was saying, right? Do we need another center back? We do need another creative midfielder. We need another left winger, and we need another striker, right? As we just seen, right? Richarlison can't do the job. And based on the subs, who is an actual striker on the sub? Tell hasn't shown much. Let's see whether he can do something. Solanke, is he on the bench? I'm not mistaken. Guys, let me know whether Solanke is on the bench. If not, right, we need an actual striker who can actually strike the ball outside of the box. Against Newcastle, Brandon Johnson showed us he could, right? Apart from that, let's see whether what else can we do? But don't forget now, Brandon's in the game. He's playing on the right wing. Sorry, he's playing on the left wing. Kudus is playing on the right wing. That's a bit off key for me, right? Because the last of the whole season, we saw Brandon play on there, right? And all of a sudden, why is he playing on the left? Right? I'm not sure whether that will work out. But as has been said before, I've been speaking to Keshaf. Kudus doesn't like playing on the left as a left winger. He doesn't mind middle right or left. So we have seen Kudus work hard. He's come back to get the ball 1 or 2 or 3 times. But we said before, right? If you look at it, I think the stats most probably will be guys, let me know the stats. I think Bayern Munich has about 100%, 70-75% possession, right? Even though our defense looks more composed and organized at the moment, Bayern's wings and attack, they look dangerous too. And somehow or another, we still keep up giving space on the right side for the Bayern Munich players to receive the balls coming in to them and running at our players too. I think on the wing, we need to practice on being more close. On the wings, right? Whilst we're defending, we have to be closer man to man. If not, I don't know, maybe we'll be giving too much space away. Right? At the moment, the ball's been crossed in, looks quite dangerous. Right? Let's see how that goes. All right. 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 And while we are saying all this, right, we were laughing at Manchester United and all that, right? And look at what the business they're doing now, right? They've already got Incunia, they already got Mbuemo, and now they're looking to bring in Sesko. That attack looks fearful, right? And Eva says she's kicked off. I haven't kicked off yet, but Eva, I'm behind you about a minute. So it is what it is. And yep, my kickoff is coming on now. All right, Bergwall comes on. Who does Bergwall comes on for? I'm not sure. Bergwall comes in for Paulinia. Okay. Bergwall comes in for Paulinia. Maybe Bergwall gives us a bit more creativity. And I think this is what Frank is testing now, right? I think this is what Frank is being, trying him out. Spurs got the ball, goes back all the way. We look like we're playing with a back three now, right? Some changes. This is this is Frank. Frank is, pitching the lineup and all that. And I think Neuer comes out and hooks the ball away. Is Neuer playing? If Neuer's playing, Neuer's hooked the ball away too. All right. Kudos gets the ball, takes on his man. He puts it wide. And it goes down to Spence. Spence trying to cross it through. Can Richie reach it? No, Richie can't reach it. All right. Richie can't reach it. Right. All right now. What's happening now? And now we are attacking. We're looking a bit more attacking now. The ball goes backwards again. The ball goes backwards again. It goes all the way back to Romero. Right. All right, guys. Richarlison gets through. Can Richarlison shoots the ball, bounce out? Oh no, we still don't look. Yeah. And Eva says we need a striker. Richie needs to go. Yes, Eva, I know Richie needs to go. Right. But the thing is that he doesn't want to go. Every manager that's been here, he's been saying he'll fight for his spot. Right. It looks like a shoulder ball. Could have tried to get an overhead kick. It didn't work out. And Poro goes down now. Why is he holding his calf like that? Did he get kicked? And okay. All right. Poro gets kicked. That's why. He gets up. Right. And he's showing his displeasure. But it is what it is. Yeah, he gets on with it. All right, guys, it's still 1-0 to Bayern Munich. Right, let's see what happens to Spurs, whether we can be creative enough to get something from this, or we're just going to, same old. But we do see the gulf of quality between both teams, right? The first 11 and all that. Let's see what's the squad like, whether Bayern Munich will make more changes, or because this is more or less going to be their last game before their season starts, right? If I'm not mistaken, whether the season can start this weekend, but I doubt it because this is Thursday, unless they play on Monday or something like that. Or maybe they'll start the same time as we start, right? and things are getting a bit hairy now. And Bayern gets the ball back. We lose the ball. That shows quality and goes out wide. Coman. Oh, Olise. What a miss by Olise. Oi, oi, big up, big up. JJ, hope you're doing well. Yeah, let me know what are your feelings now, right? You're seeing, I've been saying, JJ, this most probably be our first or our starting 11 for the beginning of the season, right? Let me know whether, how you feel. I'm sure you do feel that we do need improvements, right? We do need at least, I feel at least 4 more players, right? At least 4 more players. But, at the moment in time, let's hope we get them before the transfer window close. 4 actual quality, experienced players, not youngsters, right? To fill in those spots. We need a creative midfielder, we need a striker, we need a left winger, and maybe plus 1 more centre back, right? I'm not sure, but I think in midfield we're quite blessed, right? Yeah. JJ says, yeah, we need those players. Yeah, we need those players. Yeah. But at the moment, right, looking at Richie, oh no, he's had a couple of shots, straight at the goalkeeper, weak shots and all that. He tried to curl the ball, but he doesn't have enough power in his shots. I'm not sure why. Right, maybe we should get Brennan Johnson to play in the middle. Maybe he will have better shooting accuracy and all that, harder shot on him. The ball goes out wide again for Bayern Munich. But somehow or another, we do look composed in defense, right? We do look composed in defense. The ball comes up and we steal the ball back, but no, intercepted. The ball gets back to Bayern Munich, and the ball gets loose on the wide. And the ball comes back in the middle. Olise, Diaz. They're just like walking through our defense again. And, I've been saying there's certain times we've been seeing, right, Ange ball coming back in our preseason friendlies. And this is another Ange ball situation, right? We look lost, right? But just Spence is that Spence puts it out for a corner. The ball comes in, goes short, and it's at least in some certain sense, our defense looks a bit more composed, right? But we do fear that if we do lose VDV and Romero at the same time, then it will cause a big problem like last season, right? We did have that problem. That's why I brought in Dan. So, but now at this moment, it's hard to say, right? At this moment, it's hard to say. And Bayern Munich gets another corner, right? Olise is going over to take it. The ball comes in, right? Spills out for a corner. Let's see what happens at this corner. Yeah. Yes. I like Olise too, right? He was at Crystal Palace, right? And Bayern Munich bought him. So, right, when we were linked to them too, right? We were linked to Olise and Eze at the time. We linked to players, but doesn't mean that we're going to get them. We all know that. We're Spurs fans, right? And the ball has been swung in. I think Goretzka takes it, goes all the way to the back, right? It's well defended, headed out. Like I said, our defending looks a bit more solid now, a little bit more composed, right? Olise is on the left, and he goes down cheaply, right? Spence gets the ball out. Brennan back to Bergwall. Bergwall runs through. Bergwall gets down to the wing. He's gone on the left, and the ball is back to Brennan. Brennan passes it back to the center. Right, it goes down to Kudus. Even I'm second, goes over to Kudus now. Let's see what Kudus can do. And it goes out for nothing. Can't say we're trying, right? If we keep trying and nothing much happens, that's the fear of it, right? Keep trying and nothing much happens, And that's like the story of Spurs, right? But at least we did win a trophy last season. But guys, that's one trophy. After you taste the one trophy, we want more trophies, right? So to win more trophies, we need more quality. It's so simple. Quality is not there. We'll be stuck in this same square again, and we will regress again, and it starts all over again, right? And the manager gets blamed, right? Let's see how that goes, right? The manager gets blamed, right? The manager will always get blamed because we've been sacking managers, right? Right, this past 5 years, 6 years after Poch has left, right? Averaging about 18 months, right? Maximum was Brigance after the trophy last season, 2 years, right? So it is what it is. Spurs can't be we can't keep going on doing this kind of method or tactic or whatever. Right, I need to refresh this a bit now. Yeah, because the thing has hung again. There it goes. I'm not sure. Maybe it's my internet connection's a bit slow on this side of my room. Right. Yeah, guys, I'll be moving soon too, right? So once I move, most probably a few days, I won't be able to have to do any shows and all that for at least a week or two. But let's see how that goes, right? Yeah, big up, Luca. Hope you're doing well, Luca. I'm okay, Luca. I'm sure you're okay too. You have your Gyökeres, right? But of course, a lot of the Arsenal fans are not having good confidence with having Gyökeres. At the moment now, we've got a corner, right? And Spurs, we haven't bought anyone apart from Kudus, right? The rest are youngsters and signings from our January transfer window. Yeah, you're good. Hope you're that's good. That's good. You're good too, right? And the ball comes in. And yesterday, you guys lost to Valencia 2 times, right, in a game. Yeah, losing out in the penalty, right? Oh dear. Gyökeres is flopping. Yeah, we should got Isaac. Yeah, but Isaac is like twice the amount, right? So I don't know. Would Isaac want to go to Arsenal? That'll be another question. I'm sure you guys can pay the transfer fees and of course the what you call it, the wages and all that. And the ball bounces back and it goes all the way back to Neuer. Right. But it is what it is, guys. You've got Gyökeres, so it's up to Arteta to get the best out of Gyökeres, Lucas. So let's see what happens. Coming up, you guys will be playing Manchester United in the first game. That will be an interesting game because it's being played at Old Trafford, right? I've been speaking to a lot of Manchester United fans. They say it's most probably going to draw because you guys, have much luck at Manchester United. And Spurs get the ball. No, you don't. It goes all the way back up to Bayern Munich on a wing on the left, right? It's coming in. What do? We double team him. It's good, right? We know what to double team nowadays, and the ball comes back out to Meccano. Then it goes to Coman. Then it goes all the way back, and we're pressing well, putting a bit of aggression into the game now. Right, guys, I'm at the 57th minute. Yeah, most probably about a minute behind all you guys, right? Don't forget, let me know if there's a goal. If some incidents happen, maybe there's a red card or a penalty. Right, let me know, guys. And at least we are a bit more, but it seems like the same thing again. We're pressing high, right? Bayern is dealing well with our press, and they break our press, and now they're attacking Kane. Kane gets the ball. Kane gets kicked, and that's a very good move by Bayern Munich, right? And there was no love lost, right, for Kane. All right, Kane gets smashed over. Who brings him down? Let me have a look. Who brings him down? Romero. Is it Romero? Yeah, it's Romero. Yeah, Romero brings Kane down, right? Romero brings Kane down. Bayern Munich should be about at least 4-0 up now, 3-0, right? That's how I see it. We haven't actually threatened them, right? Apart from a few P shots from the pigeon, right? World's most expensive pigeon. World's most expensive pigeon, right? 53 million pound pigeon, right? Imagine, buy pigeons. Oh my God. All right, guys, 53 million pound pigeon. We can't do much of anything. And I think Bergwall gets a free kick for being pushed at the back in our half pitch. And it goes all wide to Spence. Spence looks good nowadays. Can he take on his man? Come on, Spence, take on your man. Come on, Spence. And it goes all the way back again. Goes all the way back to Romero. Toro. Sa. Is it Kudus? Goes on Kudus. Kudus gives the ball away onto this side to Spence. Spence gives it back to the middle. It goes all the way back to BDV. What do we do now? Do we have it? And Everman, yeah, Everman. And Everman says it's this, right? So that means we must have lost the ball somewhere, right, while doing this. So that means we've been caught out in a counter attack again. All right. And to tell you the truth, I think without Paulinho there, we look a bit soft in the middle of the park, And give the ball away. We give the ball away here. Your man, you're about 1 minute ahead of me. Right? Your man says 2-0. And we give the ball away. I guess we give the ball away because we're playing it out from the back again. And Spence gives the ball away. Yeah. Lima gets the ball. Coman. And look at that. That is a shot, right? Richarlison can't do that. Right? He uses the defender and he curls the ball. Right? And the pigeon can't do that, bro. The pigeon can't do that. So we should get rid of the pigeon. Why don't we get rid of the pigeon? Right? Lima. Then Coman. Coman does curl shot. Yeah. No way. What happened? All right, what happened? Some weird decision. Cannot be deflected. Deflected. It's deflected. Bayern Munchen 2-0. And we're gonna watch the Spurs. Spurs YouTube them go on a meltdown. I'm sure that is gonna happen. Right? I look at Frank's face. He looks lost. What's he gonna do? Players ain't good enough. Take away Paulinia. And we look soft in the middle. What's he gonna do now? We can't go all out attack. We're not programming that way. We're still trying to think our way out. And Richie, can Richie get a ball? No. And Richie gives away another free kick. And Richie is bleeding. Is Richie bleeding? Nah. Let's see what happens here. Look at that. Too easy. Too easy. But very good shot from Coleman. We don't that kind of quality. That's why we say we need quality like that, guys. You know, we really do need quality like that. Right? This is going to be a lesson. This is going to be a lesson, right? Bayern Munich, don't forget, right, guys? Wednesday, we're going to be in the Super Cup final. Right? Super Cup final between PSG and Tottenham Hotspur. Let's see what happens there. The ball goes all the way out, luckily. And if not mistaken, Kudos has got the ball. Does he do the intelligent thing? Bergwall gives it to Bergwall. Bergwall gives it back. Goes out of Star. Cuts it back. Now we've lost the counter-attack advantage. Right? Counter-attack advantage. Right? We've lost the counter-attack advantage. That's all I'm going to say. Johnson. We lose the ball again. No. Johnson gets the ball. No, we lose the ball. Are we doing some subs now? Subs are coming. Ben Davis is coming in. Walao. And of course, we got Odeberg. If Odeberg comes in, that means Brandon Johnson is coming off. But the Odeberg will show us something, right? At least something to have hope for, right? Odeberg is coming on from Brenda. And who is Davis coming on for? Davis coming for Spence? Oh, guys. What's he doing? Are we going to a back three now? If we go into a back three, who's going to play on the left? Wing back. I'm confused now. Are you serious putting Davis up against Coleman? And the Bayern Munich player goes down. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm saying Davis is playing left back, right? Who's the right winger for Bayern Munich, guys? Kingsley Coman. And look at Jet Spence being angry. And Johnson is angry too. Guys, it's just preseason friendly, right? So, yeah, I know. We have to take every game seriously, right? And it's so close to the season. Yeah. Coleman. Yeah, it's against Coleman. Let's see how Davis handles Coleman. Maybe Davis has to sit back more and not go up. So we lose our attacking threat. And Here comes this. No wonder. Bayern Munchen is making 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 changes at one time. Bayern is making 8 changes, guys. Let's see whether it weakens them or whether it strengthens them, right, guys? If we made 8 changes, we wouldn't have any more players on the bench. We most probably change all the players out of the bench. Right. I was reading just now, I think we only have 9 players on the bench or some shit like that. We don't have enough youngsters. That's the danger point. And we lose the ball again. And the ball gets put through in the middle. And oh! And it's Kane! Oh, saved by Vicario. Oh. Kane by Vicario, and Kane gives Vicario a hug, or hug, they give each other a hug. Look at that. That's a dangerous one coming in. Okay. All right, here comes War over to Kane, Romero, and that was a good save by, good save, right? Vicario and Kane hugs each other. Right? Now this seems more like a friendly, right? Hugging each other after that. Right? Good save by Vicario. Right. And here comes the changes. 8 players are coming off, 8 players are coming on. Guys, Bayern Munchen is making 8 changes. Hold that. This is a friendly, and we've done how many changes? Yeah, 3 players in. And we've looked weaker after that. Right. All right. Kim Min-jae is on. Upamecano is off. Jonathan is off. Cassiano is on. Kimmich is off. Bishkov is on. Right. Goretzka is off. Daiber is on. Right. Hurricane is off. And you got Jonah Kusi Asare on. Jonah Kusi Asare. Oh, guys. Coleman is off. Carl is on. Companies putting on all the youngsters. And if we don't get a goal or 2 back, right? And if Olise is off, Werner is on. And there's a good chance for them to get another goal. You have to score at least 1 more goal, guys. 1 more goal against them. You have to go. Leimer is off, Bowie is on, and the ball comes in all the way to the back. And during set plays at the moment, we look quite composed. We're getting a lot of the ball, to the ball first and all that, right? Let's see how that goes. Right, Bowie's on. Now we're showing Bowie's picture. Throw the ball, long ball over the top, Richarlison. And Richarlison's been manhandled. And we are pressing again. And Bergwall gets the ball, but can't control it, and the ball goes out of play. Good try by Bergwall, but too bad. Too bad. We press high, we get the ball back, we get a throw in, right? When Davis takes the throw in, the ball is kicked out. And VDV gets the ball back. It goes back all the way to Romero. Romero puts it into the middle. Goes out to Kudos. Kudos passes it on to Poro. Sorry, Sa passes it on to Poro. And Poro comes in and Richarlison. Richie out, Tell on. Okay, now Richie's out, Tell is coming on. Look at that. We can't have that as our main striker or even frigging backup striker. I'm gonna shoot that pigeon. Right. Look at that. Where is he hitting the ball? Not into the goal. And Richie comes off, and Mathilde Tales comes on. All right. Matisse Tales come on. Now we've got Matisse Tales, another ex-Bayern player coming on. Let's see what he can show now. Matisse Tales came on. We're pressing high again. Ball goes over the top. Set it back by Spurs. It goes down to Kudos. Or is it Sa? Kudos gets the ball. Kudos gets the ball. It's linked over, hit it over. No. Odegaard can't get it. Davis is there. Ball goes over top. Right. Bergwall gets it. It's nice. But Bergwall, that's a bad touch. We've been linked to Nicholas Jackson. That's a disgrace. We used to call him Action Jackson. Elias, there's no worry. We ain't bloody going to sign Nicholas Jackson. Right. They won £100 million for him, right? Yeah, he's almost as bad as Richarlison, but he's got more goals than Richarlison, so slightly better than Richarlison. But to tell the truth, at this moment in time, right, if we are willing to put up £100 million, or let's say £80 million, or £50 million for Jackson, right, I don't think we'll do that, right? I haven't seen the wages at the moment. I think Jackson most probably will go to Newcastle if Isaac gets moved on to Liverpool. I think Newcastle will have no choice but go for Jackson. That's how I see it, right? I don't want Jackson, right? Action Jackson. We've given him the name before, right? But somehow or other, that's a nice back heel and the through ball, and it's cut off by. Luckily, it's cut off by Vicario. Our defense does look a bit very much more composed, right? But we still have that bozoness in us in open play. But Tell gets the ball. Tell pushes the play away. And Tell goes backwards, all the way backwards. VDV goes away to Sa. Sa gives it back to Vicario. His hope over the top, right? And we still in possession of the ball. There's a good turn by Kudos. Kudos makes a strong run. Good turn. Kudos gives it all the way. Sa gives it out to Ben Davis. Ben Davis gives it to Odegaard. What can Odegaard do? Can Odegaard take on his man? Nope, it goes back out. All right, it goes back out to Ben Davis. Ben Davis goes back to, who the hell is that in the midfield? I don't even know who that is in the midfield at the moment. Ben Davis gets the ball. Let me see. Who's that in midfield? All right. And there goes the Mexican wave. Let's see the Mexican wave. All right. And Tell goes into the middle part. And Sa runs down. Sa still has the ball. I think it's Bentancur. If not, is that Bentancur? Ben Davis, Bentancur? Right. VDV. He comes back out. Right. There's the goal coming. Do we get one more? Wade. Right, who's Wade? All right. AJ, let me know what's going on. And we lose the ball again. Da-dum. And Bayern Munich is just outplaying us at every sense. Right, the quality. And this is, and the third group, this is their, the Mexican wave. For the Mexican wave. And ball's blocked. And this is, look at that, 5 guys on 1 and we lose the ball. And this is the young Bayern Munich side, right? They made 8-9 changes. And here comes Kudos. Can Kudos do something about this? No, he loses the ball too. And Everman says, we're going to get smashed tonight. This is the night we get smashed by Bayern Munchen. Right, Everman says 3-0. And this is from the youngsters, guys. Look at that. We're being smashed by the youngsters. Right? And look at that. Look at that. We're being schooled by the Bayern Munich youngsters, right? And who is their manager? Vincent Kompany. Yeah, it's a great goal. We don't do that, Eva. We don't do that. We don't buy players who can do that. Look at the young boy. Look at his height. My God, he's like 5'2". And the ball goes out to him. And it goes to him on the side. And look at that. Santos is his name. Go and buy players like that. Why do we got Matisse Tell for? from Bayern Munchen, right? Even Bayern Munich didn't want him, and now we've got him. And look at these youngsters from Bayern Munich. Why didn't we get one of these boys? Look at that. Oh, let me change the bloody banner first. They're up 3-0 now. Bayern Munchen 3-0. Guys, this after this game, right? It puts the fear in me going to the Super Cup. Sorry, not Super League, the Super Cup final, right? Super Cup final. And now even Diaz is coming off now. Wisdom Mike. The boy's name is called Wisdom Mike. Or it could be Wisdom Mickey. Wisdom Mikey. Come on, get one back. Get some pride in. Come on, Bergval. What can you do? Nothing. Goes backwards again. We go backwards again. Right? The gulf of quality, right, in our squad is abysmal. We don't even have our youngsters on, right? And right, look at what Eva says now, right? We can't ever do shooting like that. How can we play PSG? Yeah, we can't. We don't have that quality in our players. And that is one of the youngsters who are doing it, right? We got Richarlison who tried to do it, right? But no, it was weak, it was tame, right? Don't we train? Don't we do training in that? Bayern Munchen 3-0. Okay, let's see the meltdown that's coming through, right? The ball goes all the way to Vicario. Let's see the meltdown coming through in Spurs YouTube them today, right? Let's see what's going to happen. The ball goes out, right? It's passing. The youngster goes to another youngster, one youngster to another, one first-time shot, and it's curled away. Even Vicario can't get it. And look at that. Why can't we get the youngsters like that, right? So I'm up to 77 minute now. And the ball goes all the way to Bergwijn in the middle. Bergwijn to Odeberg. Odeberg loses the ball again. When have we not said that before? Odeberg loses the ball again. We've been saying the whole of last season. Odeberg loses the ball again. Son loses the ball again. Who else is on the left? Matisse Tell loses the ball again. Are we turning into lose the ball again, FC? We can't be doing that again, right? After suffering all the Ange scenarios, right? After suffering all the Ange scenarios, right? Yeah. We can't kick, we can't pass again, right, Eva? We've been doing watch-alongs again. I think that is the gulf of quality that we see, right? In Bayern Munich and Spurs. You understand what I'm saying? Right. Let's hope, right? Ange is Frank is supposed to here to be coaching them, right? And making them better. Let's hope he does, because we need it quick, because we are facing a youth kind of scenario from the Bayern Munich side now, and they could score. And that scares me more even, because the truth, we look good defensively at set plays. Okay, we look good at set plays. We know what we're doing. But on open plays, right, we still are doing these bozo kind of things in defense. We have to get rid of that bozoness in defense. The ball goes over the top, and Neuer comes out and hoofs it away. Right? We have to stop all these bozoness, right, in open play. We must better know what to do, right? And the ball goes all the way back to Vicario. What will Vicario do? Vicario needs to train more on his shot placing, right? Passing. And I think we give the ball away. And Eva is laughing. It's 4. Seriously? 4? Right? 4. How is it going to be 4? Up from the wings. Cuts in. On the outside. Right? And we lose the ball. Oh, that's another. That's a good goal. Kuzi Atare. Hotspurs, yeah, sorry. Guys, when was the last time, right, that we've been schooled during pre-season friendlies, right? Losing 4-0. When is the last time that we've been through this? Yeah, we've been destroyed, JJ. Dan destroyed, right? And he will laugh out loud. Yeah. What can we do? All we can do is laugh now, right? 2 months we have done nothing apart from signing Kudos and Paulinia, right? And now Kudos is off, Paulinia is off, right? It's like our B team against their B team, and their B team has scored 2 goals against our B team. And sorry, it's not even B team, right? It could be a minus A team, and more changes are coming in now. You're not mistaken, more changes is coming in now. Bisuma's coming on for Bentancur. Oh, it was Bentancur a while. So Bisuma's come on for Bentancur, ball over the top, right? Archie Gray comes from Papa Matesa. And we get the ball back. Archie Gray steals the ball back. Oh, I guess Lou will be happy, right? If Archie Gray gets a goal here. Archie Gray gets a goal. Let's see what happens, yo. Right. And okay, we can blame it on jet lag too, right? Because we just came back from Asia. Right? Flew out to Hong Kong, then to Korea, and we're back here within, less than 10 days. Maybe that's taking a toll on the players. The body can't take it. All that flying. Excuses. I don't know. Maybe it's true, right? But what kind of confidence this shows you or shows us that we're going into the Super Cup in this kind of condition, right? Or maybe PSG, I don't know, maybe the PSG second team or, an A- team will smash us, our A+ team. Whether they can consider our team being A+, that's the first question. Or you can say 2 hours, what we can do in our club's standards and our club levels, right? Yeah. Who's 11? Tell's running around the ball again. Ball goes out to Bissouma. Bissouma gives it to, I think that, who saw that? VDV's there. VDV's still there. Urubai cuts in. Come on, shoot! And he shoots and hits his own player. But at least he takes a shot, right? Takes a shot. Goes wide. And now can't take on his player. We lose the ball again. We steal the ball back. And we get a corner. At least get a consolation goal, bro. At least get a consolation goal. Show us that we can score. Oh, Kudos is still there. Kudos is still playing. All right, Kudos' corner. Can we get a consolation goal? If there's a consolation goal, Everman will let me know. But I guess from this corner, nothing happens, right? No reaction from the chats. The ball comes in. No. Yep, JJ. Yep. Come on, Spurs. Yes, come on. At least just one goal, right? It shows that we can score. I'm not sure how serious is this Bayern team, how far their training is. Will their league start this weekend? Because usually the German league starts earlier because they do have a winter break of about 2 weeks or a month, right? So usually they will start their league earlier, right? And if I'm not mistaken, the Bundesliga has got only 18 teams, so now maybe they've expanded it to 20 teams. I'm not too sure, right? Not too sure. But let's see how that goes, guys. And Poro gets the ball. And if there's a goal, Eva Man would have told me. But I guess Eva has said nothing, so Nothing comes from this set play. We don't look threatening, right, in attack. After taking off Palini, look a bit soft in midfield. Really need more. And the ball comes over to the top and hits back down. And it didn't get to Tell. Tell gets the ball all the way back. Goes all the way back to Vicario. Vicario. White onto the right. No. Nothing comes from it. And here comes Bayern Munchen. Right. White wings are still open. And the ball goes all the way back to Vicario. Goes all the way back to Vicario again. And the ball comes back to Bayern Munich again. No, the ball goes out of play. Spurs. Spurs goal kick. In recent times, right? I've seen so many preseason friendlies, but we've never been beaten 4-0 before. Have we? Is it that bad? Well, the problem is that we can't even score in preseason friendly. That's the most worrying thing, right? Here comes Ben Davis. Ben Davis gives the ball to Odeberg. Odeberg goes all the way out wide to Kudus. Kudus controls the ball well, right? Ball goes down. The ball goes over. No. Who the hell is in the middle? And steals the ball back. The ball comes back. Bergwall gets the ball. At the moment now, Bayern Munich is just giving us the possession. They're just playing the defensive. It's turned out to a Bayern Munich defensive drill, and we can't do shit. The ball goes all the way out to the side. Who's that? It's Archie Gray. Gray is there. Gray gets away, right? We don't have the intelligence, guys. Our players don't have challenges. Yeah, Eva, sleepy now. Yeah, Eva. Of course you're sleepy, Eva. It's 2:16 a.m. here in our parts of the woods, right? I'm sure you're sleepy, right? Yeah, just have to hang in there for about another 2-3 more minutes, and the game will be over, Eva. Because you're faster than me about over a minute or so, right? Yeah, Romero's still there. VDV is still there. Somehow our defenders are still out there in this friendly game, right? I think Frank dare not change our defense, because if he does, right, we most probably concede more goals, right? And look at Frank. Frank is getting the pure realization, right, that we do need the quality and the improvements. And if he doesn't get it, he's going to get really embarrassed in the Champions League. That's his fear now. You can see that in his eyes, man. He's going, oh, fuck. Champions League, right? And he's going to say, oh, fuck. PSG is coming up. What I'm going to do, right? How are these players going to improve? Will they be better or will they be worse? You know what I'm saying? I know. Hold on now. Yeah. Now my stream is going to be laggy, right? It's going to be laggy. And the signal has been processed. Whatever that means. Most probably the game is over. Let me refresh this. Let me get back to the thing. Last couple of minutes. Can't even get the last couple of minutes of the stream. Right? Hold on for a while whilst it picks up. And just to see how this was doing now, right? I guess, the game is over, if I'm not mistaken. Right. Do we get a corner? Eva, do we get a goal from the corner? I guess not, right? And the Bayern Munich fans are happy. I'm not sure how many Spurs fans went over to Munchen for this game, right? I don't think too many of them, because I don't see them around, right? The ball comes out short, wide, and it's crossed back in, and it's headed back. Good try, but, our strike force is BS again. Yeah, right. And Eva says full time. So, guys, 4-0. We lose this friendly of the first this friendly. I think this is I guess, a friendly that, how would you say? I didn't expect us to lose 4-0, right? But we've been toothless, right? All the while. In the first half, I guess Paulinia did look quite okay, right? But after once the changes came in, but even with Paulinia there, we were actually 2-0 down in the second half, right? So we still 1-0 up or whatever. It's a friendly, guys, right? And it's over. All I can say now is that the weaknesses are there, right? We do need that improvements, right, to show that we are serious in the Champions League, because I think we can see it in Frank's face, right? He is worried for the Champions League, the lack of quality, right? So, yeah. Okay, JJ, thanks for being out. Catch up later, bro. Most probably Friday tomorrow. I think if Has is on, we'll be doing a show, right? 12:30 a.m. Malaysian time, 5:30 p.m. UK time, right? If I'm not mistaken, tomorrow's Friday. Let's see what the Has is doing. Sure, there'll be lots to say there, right? We'll be arguing about whatever we can argue about. I mean, actually, there's nothing to argue about. We all concur that we lack a hell lot of quality. We lack a hell lot of quality. So before I end the show, right? Shout out to the guys in the chats like JJ, Eva Man, right, was here. And of course, if I'm mistaken, Elias was here too. Elias was here. Luca was here. Thanks, Luca. Luca's an Arsenal fan, but he supports this channel, right? And of course, I'm not mistaken, Miss Donna Cullen was here too, right? Miss Donna Cullen was here too. Let me see. Yeah, Miss Donna Cullen was here too. Anyone else was here? Did I miss you guys? No. Right, let's go down to the new comment. All right, good night, Eva. Good morning, Tedro. Good morning. But, the lack of quality has been shown. Let's hope we get upgrades. Guys, let's hope we get enough upgrades. And, let's see what we can do now. Right, all I can say now is leave you out. Really, really right. If you guys in the chats or you're watching this later, you're a Spurs fan and we don't improve, you really have to be Levy out, right? Even you're Levy in or you're Levy on the fence, right? Right. Yeah, we miss Sonny too, right? We miss Sonny too, right? And Son Heung-min, all I can say, Son Heung-min, all the best to you in LAFC. I will be keeping an eye on you. Let's see if there's some games I'll be able to watch, right? And you're always welcome to come back, right? Come on, you Spurs. Levy out, guys. All I can say, you have to be Levy out if we don't improve in the